Bad typography really can destroy a graphic design, but what if that bad typography becomes a trend? And sponsoring today's video is the leading landing page builder Unbounce. Now Unbounce can help you convert more visitors into customers by using their exclusive AI conversion insights, and it really is a cut above the rest when it comes to building your next landing page. Now you can learn more about it later in today's video, as well as how to grab a 20% discount. Let's take a look at some typography trends for 2021 that are circulating online and how to use them, or if you should just forget them altogether. I don't personally watch too much television, but I have seen this style used in some adverts over on television. Disruptive typography uses squashed, stretched and twisted letter forms that are often beyond being legible. Now it's been one of the fastest rising typography trends and styles to emerge last year, and it's growing strength into 2021. Now you've probably seen this kind of style of typography somewhere already, and for me personally, I just consider it a kind of decorative design asset, because trying to get somebody to read some of this text is pretty difficult and it's kind of a big ask to go for. It could be a good fit for alternatives and independent brands, but again, don't bank on viewers being able to read the text easily or at all. As with most trends, it should stay away from logo design because logo designs should have nothing to do with trends. They need to stand the test of time. Applying disruptive typography to a logo would not only render it hard to read, which would cause brand confusion, but it would become untrendy in a heartbeat. But in terms of being a visual asset on a design, I think this one can look pretty cool. Outline text as a typography trend is really huge, and I myself have been using it on this video of course, and also my thumbnails as well. And I've also seen it on kind of corporate high-end adverts as well, so it is something that's getting picked up everywhere in the design community. When a trend reaches such mediums, you know it's firmly cemented in society. The outline typographic trend is often mixed with standard field typography, and this creates contrast or hierarchy. The designer will often use bold, uppercase sans serif fonts for this kind of style, and it's great for headings and impacting designs. There are quite a few uses for this type of style, but there are elements that you will find in almost every instance. How long is this trend going to continue? Well, nobody can really say for sure, but right now it is going strong, and I personally do like this one, as you can tell from this video. Now for whatever reason, a lot of the inspiration for the style of design over the last year or so has come from that 80s kind of retro futurist style of design. A futuristic look and feel is a great way to give the design more optimism, and I think optimism is something many people have needed over the last year, simply because of the global situation we have all been involved in. Also, I would imagine that things such as cyberpunk have made an influence on this as well. Many movies such as Blade Runner and Tron utilize this kind of style of typography, and if you look around on things like Instagram and other media, you will notice this style being replicated a lot more. One often key aspect of this style is the use of wide kerning on minimal fonts, and this is a very easy effect to use, which is quite visually appealing. Now again, you have to remember that the context is key, so you want to be incorporating this kind of design trend, or any trend for that matter, into your designs only if it fits the brief and the message. Now don't just go slapping retro futuristic kind of 80s typography into your designs for the hell of it. It needs to have a reason and a purpose. This trend is really simple in nature, and if done well, it can really create a nice harmonious vibe for your graphic designs. Many designers are electing to use rounded sans serif fonts, and this style of typography works with pretty much everything. But somewhere it is being seen quite a lot recently is on landing pages or website design. That might be because rounded sans serif fonts are easiest to read out of all kinds of fonts. And it's interesting that this trend is based around things being really legible, and then a different trend in the same year, disruptive typography, completely focuses on things being not legible. Humans are just weird. But yeah, rounded, clean sans serif fonts are really maximized for readability, and it's a really nice way to interject modernity into your designs. As you might know, I'm a firm advocate of hierarchy and contrast in graphic design because I think it's one of the most important principles, and it is something that can really, truly create some functional graphic design. This trend can make use of color shapes behind certain areas of text, simply just highlighting one word or letter with a different color, or underlying areas of text completely. When done correctly, this will give a nice visual emphasis to the viewer, and it comes across as more professional and well thought out. This is once again ideal for headings and subheadings, but it can be used in a variety of different ways if you want to get creative. I see this less as a trend and, like I said before, more of a fundamental principle of design. Hierarchy and contrast are firmly cemented in graphic design, and so they should be because they are a really great way to elevate your designs to new heights. Here is a really insightful comment from a viewer of my channel, and it's something I pretty much agree with. Trends in graphic design shouldn't be taken too seriously. They are one tool among many different tools to get your message across and recognized. So you shouldn't become too attached to trends in any way, shape or form. So the sponsor of today's video, Unbounce, is an awesome place to build your next landing page. So if you're selling a product or a service, or if you just simply want to spread the word about what you're doing in this design world, a landing page is a great way to start generating traffic. Now, having that landing page dedicated to the end user's needs will mean that they feel more comfortable and more welcome on your landing page, and thus they're more likely to be converted into paying customers.
Unbounce is equipped with the trademarked conversion intelligence technology, and using their AI-powered tool, Smart Traffic, for example, can earn you up to 30% more conversions by delivering the best landing page variant to each visitor.
It's very easy to use with simple drag and drop functions, and there are hundreds of effective templates for you to choose from, and this will be the base to start building your landing page. And you can grab 20% off with your first 3 months with Unbounce with my promo code Satori, all in undercase lettering. That link is down in the description box below, so do give it a click and see what awesome landing pages you can make today. I'm going to cut the video off here and switch off this light because it's blinded my eyes. So until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.